Hello and welcome to Crypto Condensed. Thank you for joining me this evening on September 18th, Wednesday, Hump Day. This is Champagne Crypto, and let's get to the markets. Bitcoin under 10K at $9,851. This morning we saw a big pump in the alts, but as Bitcoin decreases, so does the alts follow. Ethereum down to 205, XRP down 4% to 29 cents. Our top gainers of today are Bitcoin up 19%, Stellar up 12%, and Nash Exchange up 11%. Onto our top 200 coins, we also see a little bit of slight red over here, but our top gains on this side are Crypterium of 24%, DX Chain token 20%, and Aladdin up 10%. Bitcoin dominance continues to pull back, currently sitting at 67.7%. Onto our news. Binance US launches today in some of the states in America. The states that are not available are Alabama, Alaska, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Louisiana, New York, of course, North Carolina, Texas, Vermont, and Washington. Binance says, although it is upsetting that we cannot offer Binance.us in the states where I grew up and earned my education at this time, please rest assured that this is just the beginning. And it is our mission to bring access to those of you in the states many of us call home. The biggest one, of course, is New York, I believe. So I think once New York figures it out with the regulations and everything, much more projects will be added in the space. And of course, United States is a big market. So hopefully, more exchanges could onboard United States. And the coins that are available for trading as of today are Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, USDT, and USD. Some of the news for today: Stellar actually pumped up more than 40%, but it's still 92% away from its matching its all-time high. As we see over here, Josh Rager, XLM melting faces. Wow, it hit 10. It won't hit 10 cents today from its low of whatever 6 cents. It's a pretty good, outrageous gain. I do not trade XLM, but if you're on the trade today, and if you're on the trade with leverage, that's a big gain for you. Congratulations. As we slowly see Bitcoin dominance pulling back, we will see these little mini alt seasons happen. So do as you may, ride the wave of Bitcoin or tread lightly in the alts. It is up to you. Onto some more news. Federal Reserve could push Bitcoin to 20K. BitMEX's CEO Arthur Hayes sure thinks so. He posted something about the Fed's cutting rates again, and Zero Hedge article that he posted outlines. Excuse me. Oh, I'm tired. This Zero Hedge article outlines some of the statistics of why Arthur Hayes thinks that the Federal Reserve is going downhill and losing control. And with no control, the citizens turn to alternatives such as Bitcoin. All other indicators show there was a strong case to cut rates, including real economic activity data yesterday, which was a confirmation of downside risks. Looking forward, if a large part of U.S. tariffs increases become effective, the downside risks are even bigger. So Bitcoin is currently a risk asset, but it's a risk asset with a specific set of investment characteristics that will only become more attractive the more irresponsible monetary and fiscal policy becomes. This was written, I believe, this morning, and not slightly after, later in the day, let's see, Fed rates actually were cut. Fed rates interest cut another quarter today. So I think Arthur Hayes is onto something, and The more shaky the Federal Reserve gets, the more strong Bitcoin will become. Onto some worldwide news. It looks like North Korea is building a submarine. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not the right article. The article I wanted was cryptocurrency. Sorry about this. North Korea is launching a cryptocurrency, and it is in the early stages of development, according to Vice article. Excuse me about this, but I think my browser refreshed. Here we go. So North Korea is building its own Bitcoin, or as it says, the currency will be more like a Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, said the official in charge of North Korea's cryptocurrency conferences. North Korea is in the early stages of developing its own cryptocurrency in a bid to avoid crippling international sanctions and circumvent the U.S.-dominated global financial system. A representative for the regime told Vice News. Pyongyang has shown an interest in cryptocurrencies, with the country recently bringing together homegrown experts with foreign companies at its first ever blockchain and cryptocurrency conference in April. Yeah, so I mean, I could go through this article, but yeah, cryptocurrencies is coming to North Korea, and it is. And the main point of this is that it doesn't want to rely on the struggles the United States is having as the interest rates are getting cut more and more. And also, while experts believe Pyongyang is capable of building its own cryptocurrency, they're far from convinced the project will be remotely successful. Case in point, Venezuela launched Petrocoin, which failed immensely. So, although North Korea could create a good infrastructure or cryptocurrency, I would just use what's the existing cryptocurrency, such as Ethereum or Bitcoin or anything else. That's just my point of view. You don't need to listen to anything I say. Do your own research, baby. On to the next article. ING. People who know the least about cryptocurrencies are the most excited about them. This is a little case study showing that people that don't really know about cryptocurrency actually know more than they think. What we see is that people aren't looking for cryptocurrencies to replace other monetary forms anytime soon. In fact, physical cash, a medium which may be presumed to be on the way out, retains very high everyday acceptance. So this interview asked about European residents about different features about cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and people were surprisingly accurate. The only one question that was not accurate is it is accepted by most stores. Most people thought it was accepted, but actually it is not. We are still very early in adoption, and this survey proves it is so. You can read the full report in the description below. I will add the links for you to check out. But this is actually a pretty cool survey and statistics in regards to the non-crypto community, and see what their thoughts are. And lastly, retail giant Overstock seeks to restructure cryptocurrency dividend. American e-commerce giant Overstock hopes to liberalize its planned digital dividend shares trading. According to the September 18th news release, Overstock is working with regulatory authorities on making its digital asset-based dividend freely tradable by non-affiliates following distribution. Quote from the CEO of Overstock, Jonathan Johnson, said, "We have received a great deal of interest surrounding our Series A dividend from shareholders, brokers, dealers, regulators, and the general market. It also introduces blockchain technology to enhance the investor experience. It is an important step on the journey to demonstrate that blockchain technology has enormous potential to transform society for the better." Yeah, so basically, our Overstock is working with regulatory authorities on making its digital asset-based dividend freely tradable by non-affiliates following distribution. More and more companies are using cryptocurrency, and I hope you are not late to the party. Anyways, this is all for me today. As I said before, this is Champagne Crypto. Follow me on Instagram if you wish. And this is Crypto Condensed again. Hope you all had a good night today and have a great day tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Peace.